comfortable with it, we continue with the same pattern. So it may be difficult for some to change. Have anybody or somebody or some of you seen it only one? I think many of you have only seen it either anti-clockwise or clockwise. There are a good number of hands. You try it, I'll leave it on the desktop or you can find it on the internet itself. Test your whole brain, it goes on YouTube. Try to see the other side as well. You need some efforts. I don't know what efforts. Initially, I used to see it clockwise for a very long time. And I've shown this more than maybe 1,000 times. Most of my workshops I have shown this, maybe Hennaran might have seen it earlier as well. Yes. Yeah, I was wondering, I might have seen this. So the thing is, I had to put in a lot of efforts. I don't know what that effort would mean. It's not that I can tell you, see like this, see like that, it will come. But you know what effort you require to change that orientation from one to other. But certainly, what I can assure you, you put in that effort, ask your brain, try challenge yourself, and you will see the other side. Now as I see it like swiveling. Whenever I said, left ho jata hai, right ho jata hai, clockwise ho ja, anti-clockwise ho ja, because I have practiced so many times, I've seen it so many occasions. So,
but Sandeep, probably because it has happened earlier also, that if particularly in this case, if this is turning, let's say anti-clockwise, when you look at it the first, it's turning anti-clockwise, and if you keep reminding your mind that it is not anti-clockwise, it is clockwise, then probably after some time you will start looking at clockwise, because it is not respect to this case, but normally it happens. Many times it happens with illusions. So you have to train your brain accordingly. That it's you are what you are looking at is wrong. It is actually other way around. Then you actually start looking at that way.
Very true. So that's what we call metacognition. When we decide what we want to see and see it that way, is metacognition. We take charge of your brain. Is metacognition something beyond the cognition? What makes us human? We decide what we will be, and that's what you decide what to see, what to do, and you continue with it. So quickly before, let me check the time, you have 30 minutes to go. So quickly before we further get into this, left, right, and clockwise, anti-clockwise, let's see how we create, how habits get formed. For this, for appreciation of this, let me take you through a story. Story is it's more of a kind of a example. This goes to a very remote corner of the world where a tribe lives. एक बहुत आदिवासी टाइप के लोग हैं किसी बहुत दूर के कोई आइलैंड में, where people are absolutely primitive. बहुत पुराने, they have not seen the modern world. They have not seen what is happening in the modern world. They have not seen an aeroplane. They have not seen a mobile phone. They have not seen even a cycle. Not even a chakka. कुछ नहीं देखे. They are absolutely primitive as old apes and monkeys. Just they are human beings. So in that island, there is an individual who is fairly intelligent. He is intelligent. Now a question to you all. इस आदमी ने जिसने काफ़ी इंटेलिजेंट तो है बट कभी कुछ नहीं देखा है इस टाइप का मोबाइल फोन, कार, साइकिल और चक्का, कैन दिस फेलो इमेजिन एन एक्सपीरियंस कॉल्ड ड्राइविंग? Can this fellow imagine an experience called driving? Forget about car, he doesn't know even what's a wheel. Can this fellow imagine? No. It's very improbable. Maybe कभी सपने में आ गया, सपना भी नहीं आता है उसके कंडीशन में, improbable कि ये imagine कर सके कि driving experience ऐसा feel होता है. But it doesn't mean that driving as an experience doesn't exist. It is there. This individual also can drive maybe if he wants, but he cannot appreciate, cannot visualize, cannot experience something called driving. इस condition को I'm not writing, if you can write or I can write also. इस condition को in psychological term it can be said or written as, it's not, wiping is difficult, unconscious inexperience. A state of unconscious inexperience where the individual doesn't know, उसका experience नहीं है and उसका ये भी मालूम नहीं, is unaware of such experience existing. मतलब कार भी नहीं चलाया है और कार क्या होता है उतना भी नहीं मालूम, चलाना कैसा फील होता है उसको भी नहीं पता है उसको. So it's a state of unconscious inexperience. Now He doesn't know. One of you, let's say, somebody goes to that island on a trip, finds this man very, very exciting, interesting and intelligent, makes friends with, बोला कि तुमको यार दिखाते हैं वर्ल्ड क्या हो गया है, I'll show you what this modern world has become. उसको साथ में लेके आता है मुंबई. And in Bombay, he's totally flabbergasted looking at things. अरे इतना लंबा लंबा बिल्डिंग, इतना बढ़िया रोड, उस पर इतना सुंदर से गाड़ियाँ चल रही हैं, and मेरे वहाँ तो चक्का भी नहीं था. Now he is totally zapped. And maybe you are taking him in your car, or he looks at something called car, जिसमें लोग चलाते हुए जा रहे हैं, and आप भी उसको साइड में बिठा के बॉम्बे शहर का एक शेयर करा दिए. Now, can this fellow imagine an experience called driving? अभी वो सोच सकता है क्या ऐसा ड्राइविंग करके एक एक्सपीरियंस है? अभी वो एक्सपीरियंस्ड नहीं है, बट देख रहा है आप ड्राइव कर रहे हो, बाकी लोग ड्राइव कर रहे हैं. कैन ही इमेजिन इन हिमसेल्फ कि ये ड्राइविंग का एक्सपीरियंस ऐसा लगता होगा? पॉसिबल? ऐसा लगता होगा. You have not gone for a bungee jumping, but can you imagine कैसे लगता होगा bungee jumping? Can you just have an imagination, little imagination? I'm not taking.
But only by seeing.
Only by seeing. When you see somebody bungee jumping, can you have a sense of imagination? Whether it is true or not doesn't matter. But can you imagine कि ऐसा लगता होगा यार, गिरने टाइप का फील होता होगा. Yeah? Imagine कर सकता है, but is he experienced? He is not. So this state is called the conscious inexperience. So he is now conscious about some experience existing, but he is inexperienced about the same stuff. Doesn't know how actually it feels, but he is aware that if this experience exists, ऐसा कुछ लगता होगा. वो ऐसा का मतलब क्या है? He only understands, but ऐसा कुछ लगता होगा. So this state we call a conscious inexperience. Now उसको लगा यार बहुत मजेदार चीज होता होगा. I should learn, or I should drive. Can this fellow drive? Yeah? Can he drive?
Yeah, he can learn.
He can learn and drive. Absolutely, he has to learn and drive. He goes to a class or he goes to some friend and asks for a vehicle, sits on the car. He cannot just drive without practice. He has to go through it. I'll take you to your first experience of driving or riding a bike or cycle. Imagine what goes through your mind when you do that. When you, for the first time, मान लीजिए ड्राइवर के सीट पे बैठे, स्टीयरिंग व्हील इन योर हैंड्स, बैठे हैं, क्या क्या होता है दिमाग में? क्या सोच, क्या फीलिंग, क्या होता है?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Yeah, I'm driving, so excited about it. Yeah. What else?
Also fear.
Fear. कहीं लगना चाहिए. और
Fear mixed with excitement
excitement, fear,
and a sense of satisfaction also.
sense
If
of
you-
achievement, accomplishment, satisfaction. Yeah.
कोई दूसरा ना मर जाए.
कोई दूसरा. Yeah, apprehensions. It may vary from individual. Like it may be excitement for somebody, fear for somebody else, different levels, different degree.
Sense of achievement, sense of power.
achievement, sense of power. Yeah. But one thing which is absolutely common to each one of us, common to humanity, can you say what that is?
Joy.
क्या होता है जब पहली बार हम जाके गाड़ी में बैठ के चलाना शुरू करने जा रहे हैं? What is that unique thing happens with each one of us?
Happiness.
Happiness,
Enjoyment.
Excitement.
excitement. जिसका गाड़ी के लिए जिसको बोला गया है कि तुम गाड़ी चलाना है नहीं तो गोली मार दूंगा, तो happiness नहीं रहेगा. So but this
That
would be
also-
there.
That also will convert into happiness. The fear
Later
also.
ये बच गया गोली से.
Confidence.
Confidence,
Anxiety.
anxiety, yeah, it will be there. But one thing which is so common, which happens in the brain, which has got to do with the thing that we were discussing, the person who goes and sits on the driving seat and the driving wheel in his hand talks to himself, ये एक्सीलरेटर है, ये ब्रेक है, ये क्लच है, जैसे मैं क्लच को छोड़ूंगा, एक्सीलरेटर को दबाते हुए गियर को चेंज करना है, I am consciously going through the whole process. Does it happen?
Yeah.
I am talking to myself.
Yeah.
I am present with myself, absolutely available for my presence in that activity. Does it happen? It's called a state of conscious experience. Neuroscientifically, we can explain at the cost of sunset, so I'll not get into that. So what happens in the brains? Why this is so interesting? Maybe sometime later. This is called a state of conscious experience, and conscious experience is a follow-up of metacognition. When I decide what I want to do, I decide what I would do so that I would do something. So this is the state where this man is, a state of conscious experience. Yeah, just writing in the sketchy manner, forgive me for that. So, conscious experience. Now this fellow who was there in that primitive island had come to India, गाड़ी चलाते हुए लगा यार कहाँ उस फालतू आइलैंड में जाऊंगा, वहीं फिर रात को जला के खाना या तो इतना बढ़िया तंदूरी चिकन या
कॉन्शियस एक्सपीरियंस में आज बोल रहे हैं न्यू पर्सन है, मान लीजिए एक ओपन फील्ड में ही हैज स्टार्टेड और एक है कि बिजी एक ट्रैफिक में कर रहा है. आई थिंक द लेवल ऑफ कॉन्शियस एक्सपीरियंस जो है उसका डिफरेंट होगा. बिकॉज जो फील्ड में है तो अगर थोड़ा एरर भी हो गया तो चलेगा. He will not be so much bothered about accelerator and everything.
Even the conscious experience comes whenever you are absolutely in आप गाड़ी पूरा चलाना सीख गए, mastery आ गई, but now you have to drive on a road which has got two edges and the fall is about 1,000 feet. That would be again absolutely conscious experience. The degree would be very high, very alert, because you know that a little error would mean death. So conscious experience degree would vary depending on the complexity that you are getting into and depending on the level of challenge which may threat your existence. So that would change depending on that state. Or your excitement about it, your complete drive for that kind of a outcome. So that can also lead to a higher level of conscious experience. We'll maybe discuss tomorrow about something called a deep work. When we work something consciously, how deep we can go and we can enjoy the whole process called the flow. So the fourth one, this man, वो बॉम्बे में बोला ये यहीं रुक जाना है and he enjoyed it so much, बोला कि मैं ड्राइवर बन जाऊँगा यार. यहीं पे वो किसी का ड्राइवर या ड्राइवर in a cab and he became a driver. अभी 5 साल हो गया. Now what would be his plight? Is he thinking about accelerator, brake, clutch and gear and
Now he is an experienced driver.
absolutely experienced driver. He is picking up the phone on one hand, looking at the poster. वहाँ पे चल रहा है कोई
So
movie.
unconscious experience.
Yeah?
Unconscious experience.
It is an unconscious experience. He is experiencing all through the whole thing. Jitendra was mentioning about it. 90%, we don't know the percentage is some figure, but most of our life we walk through in a state of unconsciousness.
Generally, it is the story of a woman driver, you know.
So I'll change it next time.
Yeah.
So it is unconscious.
We started that way only. And we end up that way also.
So we'll change the gender next time I narrate the story. So this is unconscious experience that we go through. The way you were watching at that rotating image was an unconscious experience in a way that your brain has already been tuned so much with the way you have been looking and perceiving things that it has become clockwise or anti-clockwise as we have been doing for ages. For some it is very difficult to change from clock to anti to clock. So in order to change, we have to come to that state of what is known as metacognition, and we'll discuss about more into how we can get into that fold of designing our own life to be more happy. Further, we'll take now 15 minutes time before we conclude, break for tea and move ahead. I would tell you something about one of the habits which we are capable of is known as emotion regulation. Very important, but before that, a quick, again, relaxing, loosening up, maybe moving around a little. We can do one thing called a butterfly move. You can do like this
You are
and
explaining us.
be a butterfly. Feel like a butterfly.
explaining
Be
all this
free.
sincerely.
There was a freedom butterfly in the morning. We saw that.
Sandeep, you are exploiting harassment.
I'll give you the correct answer. Just wait for some time. Yeah, do that also. You can do that also. एक के बाद एक. I know this has been a little heavy session as well, lot of stuffs for the first time.
You are exploiting.
So you can rotate your hands like this and reverse, and maybe if you just ensure that nobody is in front, do this. This is again a fantastic endorphin secretor. This is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The faster you make, better it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there is another interesting one. Then we'll sit down. Stand on one leg. Close your eyes and move your arms up. Close your eyes.
आपने तो बुद्धा बना दिया
Enjoying?
नहीं बैलेंसिंग की प्रॉब्लम हो रही है
Close your eyes. See how you're standing.
आँख बंद करके करेंगे दिक्कत है
दूसरा पैर उठा के भी करिए. आँख बंद करके. हाँ, दोनों. So, great. This exercise has got a lot of power. This is otherwise known as Drishyasana. You would say, I don't know, if you do like this. This is immense power. If you see the old photographs of a yogi standing on one leg and doing like this. Now this has the power of even slowing down your age a little bit. Because this needs a powerful, mindful action. If you stand like this, your vestibular system, the system that gives you balance, is hugely challenged. It's been challenged from all quarters because you're closing your eyes. So you have to be absolutely in yourself in order to be in this pose. And of course, after you practice too much, it becomes, you can think of anyone. But initially, it gives you a lot of advantage. So let's get back. 10 minutes, I'll just discuss about emotion regulation. These are the very simple techniques of emotion regulation. Enjoying balloons, I feel. One of the aspects of our happiness, in fact, is emotion. I'm feeling angry, feeling down, feeling fearful. Certainly, I'm not happy. Feeling excited, feeling very achievement orientation, feeling a lot of rejoice, feeling for somebody makes me happy. So there are some things which makes us happy, some things which do not make us happy, some emotions make us happy, some don't. Now we'll quickly go through what are those emotions. I'll not delve into the details. Which are the emotions which make us happy or unhappy? That we'll discuss tomorrow, if time permits. But one of the things that we will discuss is how to regulate those emotions. What can we do so that we can regulate those emotions? But before that, we have one more video to see. Here, the discipline level required is much, much higher. Absolute silence, absolute attention. Complete attention. You can just request the others not to disturb for the time being. No entry, no exit for 45 seconds. Please ensure mobile phones are silent. Please ensure we are not moving much, not moving, not doing anything. So put your mobile phones on your table. Keep them in silence mode. Or you can switch off for some time. I'll take you through one video. And for this video, please ensure you are watching this clearly. For this video, in this video rather, there is a question which is embedded. So please very carefully, mindfully, attentively watch this video, and then I'll pose the question, but I'll brief beforehand what question I'm going to ask you. Now in this video, there are two sets of players practicing basketball in a small space. Two sets of players practicing basketball in a small place. One set of players are having white t-shirts and one set of players are having black t-shirts. Right? If you have seen this earlier, please be quiet, enjoy the entire thing. So one set of players are having white t-shirts, one set of players are having black t-shirts. While practicing, they are passing the ball to each other. Your assignment is to count the number of passes of the white t-shirt players. I repeat, number of passes of the white t-shirt players. But before I go further, my request, my submission is silence begins from now. I will explain in such a fashion you don't need to have asked me any question. Yeah, it's silence starts from now. Noble silence, attentive silence. White t-shirt and black t-shirt players are playing. White t-shirt players जो पास कर रहे हैं उसको हमको काउंट करना है. A pass is when a white t-shirt or when a player throws the ball to somebody else. Doesn't matter how it goes, after one bounce or straight, doesn't matter. But it goes to somebody else. If he drops it and catches it, that would not construed as a pass. So a pass would mean ball has been thrown to somebody else, caught by somebody else, right?
The same color.
Same team.
White to white.
Yeah, not. I'm coming to it. No question required as such. But doesn't matter who is collecting. The white passes. The count that you need to make is the white's pass. White person has to throw. Who collects doesn't matter. Who collects doesn't matter. White pass. It can be after one bounce. It can be straight. But your count has to be of the white t-shirt players. Are you all ready for this?
Yes.
Silence begins. And please don't answer me the question. Rather, don't answer me. I'll ask you specifically, then you just tell me the answer in one number, right? So we start now. All set? Here it goes. आप भी हलचल मत ज़्यादा करिएगा. Don't answer. So let me start from this end. How many?
15.
15, 15, 11,
15.
15,
15.
14,
14,
9,
9, 11, 11, 11, 13, 9,
13.
13,
11.
11, 14. Oh, it's in recently. Yeah. 14. 14. Silence prevails, please. Yeah. Okay. Silence.
11.
11.
11.
11, man. 14. Yeah. Now, let's pause a bit. I would give you the answer certainly. It's quite a range, you know. From 9 to 15. Quite a good range. But before we come to the question, to the answer, I have one more question to ask. And if you have the answer, please raise your hand. Silence prevails. If you have the answer, please raise your hand. If you do not have, don't worry. Yeah? Was there something very unusual during the course of this video which I had not briefed? Something pretty unusual. Never thought about. Very different. Absolutely not expected in such kind of a scenario and a setup. Yeah? Any unusual thing that you noticed during the process? Tiwari sahab bol rahe hain. I'll come to you, sir. You have seen definitely, sir. Okay, I'll come to you to take it.
एक उसमें था वो चिंपांजी लेक.
No, there was one. It was black, but some burqa kind of no, कुछ अजीब सा था वो.
Two balls in play, yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Anybody has got two very unusual answers. One is saying that some chimpanzee came and he went and somebody said burqa-clad lady. Okay. So let me. This is unique. So you see, so wonderfully. Yeah? So now we'll. In that video, he said that somebody in the burqa, she was there. So let's see now.
real happiness is state.
He's really happy. You can see everything and anything. So now come back. Yeah?
White, the players in the
Only to the white ones, yeah? Yeah, only to the white ones. And vice versa, the blacks were giving only to blacks. Now, let's see, let's watch something, and please don't count this time.
I don't want.
You would wonder. Yeah, don't count this time. Enjoy the fun, and you would wonder what you've seen, what you've missed. Was it there? क्या कर रहे थे आप लोग? What was happening? ये कैसे? How is it possible? Chimpanzee is just came, not burqa, no burqa. He said correctly, but is it not amazing? It's coming again. No? Is it not absolutely unbelievable?
They have not seen it, so.
This time also you missed? No, that's again amazing.
But you are also right.
See the art of seeing, no? He has
Multitasking here.
But at least he noticed.
noticed. Yeah. Only two of them could notice. Yes.
बुर्का कलर सिंपल
Isn't that? देखिए अभी देखिए man.
क्योंकि we were so engrossed in number of countings, no?
This is height of engrossment. There's too much. काफी देर के लिए it's not just coming and doing some acrobatics over there, then moving out, and still all of us facing white balls, 2 balls, 3 balls. So what is this? This is something unbelievable. This is something which is there in each one of us. The ability to filter out things which we do not want to see. The ability to see things which we want to see. Even the burqa can be seen. This is powerful. This is called selective attention. This, incidentally, time runs fast. Here, 2 minutes to go, so I'll explain this. Emotion regulation, will save it for maybe after we come back in a lighter mood, or rather that we'll have it tomorrow early in the morning for half an hour. This was done. The reason why I showed this actually to explain on one aspect of emotion regulation, which will, so you have to remember this. I'm sure you will not forget it for a long time to come. So till tomorrow, of course, you'll remember this. This happened in the US. The person, Simon, who created this video, it created in a very, for a very unusual reason. The reason was, one police officer was running after the thieves. 2 of them were running. One of them caught hold of, taken aside, bitten to death. The other one continued running and the rest, following the rest of the thieves. So the natural conjecture was, this fellow actually deliberately, जानबूझ के उसको मरवा दिया ताकि इसका प्रमोशन हो जाए. दोनों आसपास के थे, ताकि वो rival भी थे थोड़ा सा. So they said that this fellow is actually a criminal. So they suspended that fellow, dismissed him, and not just that, on criminal offense he was put behind the bars. Now, Simon, being a scientist or rather psychologist, he got this news report somewhere. He said, and this fellow who got imprisoned, well, I swear, मैं देखा नहीं. I didn't see anything. लोग बोले यार ऐसा हो कैसे सकता है? वहीं पे साइड में लेके उसको मार दिया, तुम भाग रहे थे. You could not see that, you followed the thieves. मैंने मैं सच बोल रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं देखा. And Simon came and he talked to this fellow. Being a psychologist, he could sense that he's truthful. So he said, okay, let's try some experiment. He did this in a full house jury. He pictured this, or he projected this, including the jury member. Many of them lost. So all the 5 jury members couldn't see this. Now Simon said, how can you convince somebody this is possible? This is possible. And now there is a book also around this, The Invisible Gorilla. You can find it on YouTube as well. It says the power of the human brain. We were discussing about something called the amygdala, the radar. The radar can be programmed. What I want to see. I was programming your brain for some time without your knowledge. It is called priming. कितने बार मैं white ball pass बोलता गया, आप धीरे धीरे अपने आप को डिजाइन कर दिए, you created the priority list. It's called the salience landscape. So priority number 1 is passing of the white t-shirt players. That's it. And you chose to ignore all the other things happening around, including this kind of a high degree activity which you chose to ignore. But this is a possibility.
There was one movie, Drishyam, you know.
Drishyam,
Created everything,
The
you know,
whole thing is saying
created
that
everything.
you created and you actually hijacked the brain of some other people, making them, making them believe in what they have gone through. Although it's a different story altogether, you make them believe. So the thing is the power of our attention. When the amygdala receives it, if it is of a higher order priority, there is another part of the top brain which aligns the different or the attention called the anterior cingulate cortex. It's again a part which is under very high level of research to understand. It has a lot to do with happiness as well. The anterior cingulate cortex and the posterior cingulate cortex are the two areas where happiness has got some anchor. So they are doing a lot of research around those two. Now anterior cingulate cortex actually can organize our attention. So जो higher priority, अगर बहुत ज़्यादा higher priority है, the amygdala says all attention required for this activity. अर्जुन, वो खाली आँख ही दिखना चाहिए, बाकी सब eliminated. Now this anterior cingulate cortex obliges by saying, since it's such a high priority, I will give all the attention to this. Now we will actually tomorrow look at how we can deploy our attention differently when the emotion is not very conducive. When the emotion is not very conducive, I am going through a trauma, I am going through pain, physical pain I am referring to. Can I deploy my attention so differently that I take care of my own well-being? I know we are running a little behind the schedule of half an hour, but nevertheless, we'll stop it here. And maybe 15-20 minutes we'll figure out or try to get out of the tomorrow's session. And we'll discuss about, because this emotion regulation, I'll take you through 5 specific techniques to change the way we experience emotion. So 5 to 6 different techniques we'll take you through to regulate, manage, rather deeply enjoy or appreciate, experience the emotions that we have. Each one of them have their own flavors, and we just need to understand, know how to relish and enjoy each one of them in their own way. That would be our exploration tomorrow. But now we have something very exciting to have, the tea first. I think Chhetri sir would have some instruction definitely for the tea break, and enjoying for your attention, being so patient, hearing so many things. I know I am cramming them up to a small package, but I feel that some meaning will be out of this session. And of course, we'll break for tea. At 4:15 to 4:20, we'll start for the sunset point. So, thank you. Sir, over to you.
We'll wake up with the tea, but in silence. Complete silence. Please.
After having tea, we'll go to the bus, which is just standing in front of this building.